Hey folks, Aaron Dorr here with Iowa Gun Owners. It is, let's see, what time is it right now? It is around 5 minutes to 6 on Wednesday. I'm standing here in Panora, Iowa right now. My sons have a Little League game behind me. I have to go here once the first pitch is tossed. But I was in D.C. for the last couple of days fighting against red flag gun seizure laws on Capitol Hill and in the White House. And so I missed the news that came out yesterday morning, and some of you guys forwarded to me, and I appreciate that. I missed this ridiculous Facebook post by the Des Moines City Police Department talking about their love for Moms Demand Action. They had some joint event in Des Moines with Moms Demand Action. This, of course, is the hyper gun control lobby in Des Moines who's trying to crush and did crush constitutional carry this year here in Iowa. And I just saw it. I'm here at Panora right now. My kids have a Little League baseball game. It's going to start in about 10 minutes. I got to go here in a few minutes. But, you know, a lot of times people ask us, you know, how do we interact with law enforcement officers as a political lobby who are opposing our gun rights? And of course, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, our former board chairman, Jim Sweesel, who passed away in December last year, a phenomenal man, the founder of the organization. He and I kind of got it co-founded, if you will. Phenomenal man, 49 years of time as a peace officer here in Iowa, sheriff of the year for a couple years, sheriff for 28 years in Sioux County, Iowa. Guys like that fought hard to defend the Second Amendment here in Iowa, fought hard to defend your Constitution. And those kind of people, and there's still some of those out there, we respect the hell out of guys like that. But when we see more and more of these big city police departments like Des Moines PD right now having joint events with Moms Demand Action, trying to use their status as peace officers to push a political agenda, they lose the respect that they believe that we owe them. And when these guys come to the Capitol and lobby against our gun rights time and time again, as they like to do, gotta watch out for this pickup here right now. Give me just a second. You know, these people have become, politically speaking, these people are our enemy. Let's just kind of reflect on what we're talking about here. And again, guys, I'm at Panora right now, Panora, Iowa, for my son's Little League baseball game. I got to go here in a few minutes. But the Des Moines PD is the same department who publicly tried to kill Stand Your Ground law. The Des Moines PD is the same department who tried to kill Shall Issue. The Des Moines PD has tried successfully to kill constitutional carry. So these people are not just simply police officers who are there to protect and serve. They are morphing themselves voluntarily into a political fighting force. And as such, we give them no respect whatsoever at all. They're not here doing their job any longer. They're trying to limit your freedom when it comes to the Second Amendment. And so when it comes to that, when it comes to law enforcement who leaves their primary focus of protecting people, and instead they go out of their way to attack our freedoms, we have nothing but contempt for them. And as they're a lobby force in Des Moines, you guys need to realize, if your lawmaker is telling you, well, hey, I'd vote for constitutional carry, but you know, my police chief or the sheriff in my county, he's opposed to it. If that's what they're telling you, you have to tell your lawmakers that that is BS. We will not accept excuses that come from law enforcement. That cannot be cover anymore for your lawmakers, because these guys more and more are becoming an organized political fighting force trying to crush your gun rights. Again, in case you missed it, guys, the Des Moines City PD's Facebook page has this glowing story on it from yesterday about their joint event with Bloomberg's Moms Demand Action gun control group here in Des Moines. I've never had a call from the Des Moines PD wanting to help fight for gun rights. Never had a call from the Des Moines PD about wanting to try to find a way to, lower violent crime by acknowledging the failure of gun-free zones. Instead, the Des Moines PD and their chief, Wingert, I think it is, publicly tried to kill. He testified numerous times trying to kill Stand Your Ground law in Des Moines in 2017. That department viciously opposed Shall Issue here in Iowa in 2010, and they are very opposed to constitutional carry law as well. But somehow they believe that we owe them some respect just because of the job that they hold. And I get it, as Iowans, we have this desire. I'm reading Mike's comments here. I'm from Sioux County, and I knew Jim Sweesaw. I did not know you guys knew him. Jim was a great guy. Yeah, Mike, Jim was a friend of my family for decades, and he was the board chairman of Iowa Gun Owners from its inception in January of 2009 until his death in December of last year. A great personal friend and a phenomenal champion for the Constitution. But these days, these people, whether it's the ISSDA, the sheriff's lobby, or whether it's the Des Moines City PD, or Cedar Rapids, or the Woodbury County Sheriff, more and more and more of these people are absolutely enemies of your gun rights, enemies. And insofar as they're using their position, I got to go here for my son's Little League game here. I'm in Panora right now, guys. I got to go in just a moment. But insofar as they are using their position to crush our gun rights, they are a political enemy to us, just like Moms Demand Action, just like hostile anti-gun Democrats, just like pathetic, weak-kneed Republicans like Jason Schultz and Matt Winchell and all these guys who are trying to just to sit there and do nothing and let our gun rights suffer here in Iowa. These people are our enemy, and we have to treat them like that. Colby Dre says, Woodbury County Sheriff. Colby, the sheriff out there is pathetic. Horrible when it comes to gun rights. Everybody in Sioux City, I believe, knows that. Many of them are like that. And so thank you to all the folks who forwarded it on to me. I was out of town until, I don't know, maybe noon yesterday, getting back from Washington, D.C., and I missed that. But again, insofar as these people are publicly attacking our gun rights, they are our enemy. There's no respect given to our enemies. Absolutely none. And so insofar as the Des Moines PD is publicly teaming up with Moms Demand Action, they are a disgrace to their uniform, they are a disgrace to their oath, and they are a disgrace to law enforcement officers here in Iowa, peace officers, like our good friend and former Sioux County Sheriff Jim Sweesaw, who spent decades protecting the Constitution, defending the Constitution, not attacking it. These people are a disgusting joke. And let's not forget that Des Moines in 2017, had one of the highest homicide rates that Des Moines had in modern times. And so instead of being out there trying to, fix the problem with criminal gangs in Des Moines, the chief of police in Des Moines spent most of that time in the Capitol trying to kill standard ground law, the very solution to the problem of violent crime for the average law-abiding citizen who needs a firearm for self-defense. So, guys, this is where we're at right now. And so we have law enforcement against us, we have the media against us, we have hostile anti-gun Democrats against us, and we have pathetic, weak losers like Jason Schultz, like Matt Winchell, like, who else? Goodness, there's so many of them. Like Jared Klein, like Steve Holt, weak losers who are sitting here pretending that they're champions for gun rights when they're anything but. So guys, if you have not yet joined up with IGO, make sure and do so as fast as you can. Go to joinigo.com, joinigo.com, get involved in this fight. I got to go. It's my son's last Little League game of the year here in Panora, Iowa. They're going to kick off the first pitch in about a minute, so I'm going to take off. You guys have a great night. Share this video, and again, if your lawmaker tells you that he or she will not support constitutional carry until their local police department tells them that they should, or the local sheriff, realize that's a cheap cop-out, because more and more, sadly, here in Iowa, law enforcement as an entity, not as individuals per se, but law enforcement as an entity is the enemy to gun owners. And again, don't believe me, just take a look at the lobbyist declaration forms in Des Moines and check out the Des Moines PD's Facebook page from their post yesterday praising Moms Demand Action in their joint event they held in Des Moines. Such a joke. Guys, have a great night. Share our video. More to come. Take care.